Hey, what's up? This is Brandon Simmons for BrandonSimmons.biz, and I'm giving you my post-game commentary for the Houston Texans for their game this week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First off, I want to say that the running game was a lot better than what it has been this season. I didn't get to see the stats for Alfred Blue, but I mean, obviously he had a completely great game today, a lot better than how he has looked all season. He really did look like a feature back, and I've been the main one to criticize him as not being the guy to lead this Texans running attack. But today he looked completely great, especially with that touchdown to close out the game in the fourth quarter. One thing I was kind of concerned with was the secondary. And, the way they just let Mike Evans, kind of do his thing on them. Like, it was just, it just wasn't good, and it kind of reminded me of the 2010 debacle of a secondary before we brought in Wade Phillips, and he just transformed this whole defense. So hopefully they fix the secondary up a little bit, and, it'll be a good thing. It'll get the team going, for the rest of the season. Another thing that I really liked about the Texans, actually, offense, it looked a lot better than last week, I'll say that. Now, it did stall out between the second and third quarter. They just couldn't seem to get, to the field goals, or they just couldn't seem to score, basically. And you can't win that way in the NFL. They really need to work on, getting more field goals in, and not even more field goals. They need to work on getting more touchdowns. Tampa Bay, they really should have blew them out. Tampa Bay is still rebuilding. They have a young receiver, as I mentioned, in Mike Evans, and they also have a young quarterback in Jameis Winston, who might be good later on down the line. But for right now, he's still a rookie and he's still learning the game. So they really should have took advantage of that, and they should have had at least 20 more points than what they had today. But, the Texans are in their rebuilding phase a little bit as well. So definitely is something that they can work on. So today, overall, it was a good game. I'm glad we got our first win. Next week, we had the Atlanta Falcons, which will be a pretty tough task. Matt Ryan, he's pretty legit quarterback. Julio Jones, pretty legit wide receiver, is an understatement. But, hopefully we'll build off this win and we'll take it to the Falcons next week. But until then, this is Brandon Simmons for BrandonSimmons.biz. I'll see you guys later. Holla black.